So recently, Nickelodeon announced Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, which is basically, Smash Bros. Clone, but with Nickelodeon characters. Now, currently, we've got, I believe, 19 characters confirmed. And today I wanted to talk about characters that have not yet been confirmed that I would like to see. So I'm going to start with shows that already have characters in the game, and then we'll go into shows that do not yet have characters in the game. So, first of all, when it comes to SpongeBob, I don't really want to oversaturate the game with SpongeBob characters, and therefore, with, SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy already being confirmed, I would hope that Squidward is playable, but as long as he is in the game as well, I actually think that would be good enough for SpongeBob. Now, next, with the TMNT, they've confirmed Leonardo and Michelangelo, but that's it. And I feel like that, to me, the TMNT are an all or nothing type of thing, where it's like they need to have Raph and Donnie in there as well. And if they don't, that's definitely going to be a big disappointment. Now, personally, I would also love to see like a villain like the Shredder, but I also feel like that 4 TMNT characters is probably enough, and that therefore, as long as Raph and Donnie end up being confirmed later, that'll be good enough, and I won't need like anyone else from TMNT. Then, when it comes to Avatar, we know that Aang and Korra are in the game because they are seen in silhouettes on the box art, and therefore I feel like that 2 additional Avatar characters should be added, and that I think Zuko and Toph is who they should have. Now, personally, I like Legend of Korra as a show better than Last Airbender as a show, but I also feel like that when it comes to something like this, it makes sense for Last Airbender to have more characters than Korra. And not only do I think that Toph and Zuko are probably the best characters in the franchise outside of the Avatars, but it's also true that if they were in, we would have an Avatar character of each element, because, Aang's an airbender, Korra's a waterbender, and then Zuko and Toph are fire and earth, and then, it'll be perfectly balanced, as all things should be. And, I guess that if they wanted to do 2 and 2, if you did Aang, Toph, Korra, and Mako, I guess that would be okay, but no, I think that, that wouldn't be the worst thing ever, but I do think that Zuko and Toph would be the best options. And then, because they confirmed Helga, I feel like they should have, Arnold himself be playable as well, just because otherwise it would be like, what are you doing? Now, when it comes to, oh, nope, I forgot, Rugrats. They've only confirmed Reptar, and I feel like that they should have one of the babies playable. And my preference would probably be Angelica, but if they put Dill, I believe, diaper, blue shirt, bald, I think he would be fine as well. So now for the second half of the list, we're going to dive into characters that are from games. It's not Smash Bros. From shows that have not been represented at all. So first, I definitely would want Jenny, XJ9, from My Life as a Teenage Robot. Now, unfortunately, I think that her inclusion is fairly unlikely, because I feel like that My Life as a Teenage Robot is one of those shows where not very many people watched it, but everyone that watched it really, really liked it. So I don't know if we'll get her or not, but she feels like she would be a really good inclusion as a character, and also just because she's got a lot of weapons built into her, and she would be she would be a very good long-range projectile zoner who could also punch. And yeah, love to see her. Then next, we have Jimmy Neutron. Now, when it comes to Jimmy Neutron, obviously, Jimmy's our protagonist. So, I would want to see him. Now, a lot of people, I'm sure that a lot of people, for the sake of memes and because of the fact that the Thornberry dad is confirmed, are going to say, like, Hugh Neutron. And I wouldn't be opposed to that, but if there's going to be a second Jimmy Neutron character, I would actually want it to be Sheen. And I feel like that with Sheen, like giving him like an Ultralord gun so that he can shoot people or something would make enough sense. Then Fairly Odd Parents is a must. Now, obviously, gotta have the protagonist Timmy Turner playable. However, with him, I would make it, I think that something where like you play as Timmy, but Cosmo and Wanda casting spells and doing magic is part of the moveset would probably be a good way to go with it, because I feel like you could have Timmy, Cosmo, and Wanda all as their own character, or like Timmy's one, Cosmo and Wanda as a second. But I feel like that because, you know, Timmy's just a kid, on his own, he'd just be able to like jump and punch and kick, and it would be a little underwhelming. But if you actually, you know, gave him the magic with Cosmo and Wanda as part of the moveset, that would work. And also, in addition to that, I would also want the Crimson Chin. I think that having Crimson Chin in here would make sense, just because, like, if we can have the Toast guy from Ren and Stimpy, why not have Crimson Chin from Fairly Odd Parents as well? And then I believe that, yes. And then last of all, it's a Nick Jr. pick. It would definitely be weird, but I think that including Dora the Explorer from Nick Jr. would just be hilarious. Definitely like a meme character. But I think that and I also feel like that if I would be just as happy about Blue from Blue's Clues. Like if we didn't get Dora and we got Blue's Clues instead, that would be fine. Now technically Blue's Clues is a live action show with a cartoon character in it, so that might deconfirm, in quotes, Blue, because it does seem to only be cartoons. But yeah, Dora would be definitely a funny and meme-tastic character. And there you have it. I'm not sure how many characters that was, but that's basically who I would like to still be announced for Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl in the future. And I feel like that because it's a crossover, now, expecting the game to have like an absolutely insanely massive roster like the way Smash Bros. Does, I don't think that's a realistic expectation, just because, you know, this is a new thing, and like this is like the Smash Bros. 64 of the franchise, well, kind of. But I also feel like that expecting more than like the 25 characters that you get in a standard fighting game is reasonable, because since it's a crossover game, it needs to be special. So, because things like Mortal Kombat and Injustice launched with 25, and things like Street Fighter launched with 15, and Soul Calibur 6 had 15. So I do feel like that I don't think we should expect like 70 or 50 characters, but I do think we could expect more than 25, even if that means 30 and then like some DLC. So anyway, thanks for watching. If there's anyone that you want to see join that I did not talk about, feel free to, you know, drop it in the comments, because I'm sure that there are. And until next time, peace.